Hey everybody, CJ here again. Of course, I got my buddy Logger. Today we're at Gate City Brewery in Roswell, Georgia. Today we're going to talk about good buddy Flo, about beer and dogs. Here we go. You ready, buddy? Come on. Like I said, we're here at Gate City Brewery. I'm super excited to be here with my good buddy Flo.
We're excited to have you, man.
This is my first time out here this way. We got dogs running everywhere, so this is a really
It's gonna be a good time. A little bit of beer and dog action for sure.
What else do you need? So what are we drinking today?
Yeah, so today actually I've decided that we would go the Awe Juice route, the Juicy IPA route. So Awe Juice is actually our 7% Citrus Simcoe IPA. This is definitely our new juiciest product that used to be limited to the market, and we are now actually distroing it year-round in 16-ounce cans, 4-packs, and on top of that in draft format.
You know, like it's one of those things. So kind of explain, like everybody labels their IPA so different. You know, there's the West Coast IPA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
New England IPA.
Absolutely.
There's a juicy IPA. There's a bitter IPA. So how would you describe, like, the best way to describe to like the audience of what it means, and you're saying juicy?
So I mean, there's a lot of definitions behind the word juicy in the sense of an IPA for the most part. I mean, a lot of people refer to the alpha acids in the citra hop, for instance, that propose giant citrus notes. In other cases, there's people actually juicing and fermenting with juice in IPAs. Yeah. So the word is it's pretty broad for the most part. Right,
it's a broad term, but so like with this one though, I definitely smell that juice. So like with juicy, for me, when I'm smelling it, I can smell that grapefruit. I can smell a little bit of that piney kind of.
You got that resinous finish. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we like to call that dank for sure. Would be the terminology that I think I like to use for it. I mean, of course, everybody's got their own word.
Right. Like dank is a great word because it describes exactly what we think it does, which is pot. Like
you got it. It's got the aromatics.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even need the CBD in it. Like the beer to me is calming enough. Like the alcohol is calming enough. Like I don't know what I would do if there was CBD in there.
I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree, CJ. I mean, there's definitely ways to go about it, and I'll tell you, I think having a beer after work is enough of a calming effect for me as well. Well, cheers, man. Let's have a sip of our juice.
Yeah.
So, of course, big citrus notes on the nose. You're going to get all that bright citrus, that lemon, lime, orange, mandarin. And then, of course, that resinous finish really pulls through. The guys did great with the malt bill as well. It's a super light malt bill.
I think it's actually really smart with their packaging as well. Like you're selling them the way that they should be drank.
Yep.
So if you sell them in 6-packs, you're basically saying, drink a 6-pack.
You got it.
But if someone 4-packs, you're saying, you know what? You might not want to drink 6 of these. 4 tall boys is plenty.
Yeah.
Like you'll be just fine with these. And you're right. Like I could totally see this in that 4-pack of these. And
it goes quick. I mean, once again, me personally, it's one of those beers, 7%. You know, 2 to 3 can be a-okay for me.
Right. You used to only brew this seasonally, but now you're brewing this year-round.
So as of January 2019, we actually started producing it every other month.
Okay.
Versus producing it in increments of 3-month segments more so.
Okay.
And with 3 months off, 3 months on, basically.
Right.
With that being said, we are now producing it every other month.
The beer that these breweries are producing should be if they're successful, a direct reflection of the community.
Absolutely.
And this community has obviously said that we want this juicy IPA year round. And so you guys are like, fine. Like,
you got it. So you definitely have to listen to your community and your consumers. Your consumers are everything when it comes to this industry, and realistically, they kind of jurisdict on what's going to happen next and what the next move will be.
It's obvious you guys listen to your consumers.
We definitely do.
And like with this, there's a lot of cool stuff happening in Roswell.
Oh yeah.
Like we know, with not to mention the, I think it's every third Thursday they have like the really cool Roswell stuff. So people are you're getting people coming in from not just Roswell. This is all over Georgia.
Yeah, you're
coming in just to enjoy.
You're talking Tri-County area, man. We definitely draw quite the crowd. So what you're actually speaking about is Live After 5 in Roswell, which is every third Thursday of the month. And we basically shut down the city center. We are one of the main sponsors for this event. And we draw about 5,000 people just to the tasting room, let alone.
That's awesome.
It's great, man. We have vendors up and down the streets that are selling our beer as well. It's a real team event, a real community event, and it draws the community together and really, gets them out to the tasting room. And on top of that, we usually have a live band, which is fantastic. We're constantly growing. And the people are definitely enjoying every bit of it every night of the week. The growth that's left to happen in Roswell is tremendous, and it's slowly but surely going to unfold itself, and we're excited. We're embracing every minute of it.
This tap room, just walking in here for the first time, this is about as dog friendly as it comes. so when I'm usually walking into a place and see if it's dog friendly, I'm looking at stuff like the floors. Like, hey, if the dog does pee on it, like how difficult, like if I see carpet, I'm like, not dog friendly. I'm looking at outdoor area. Usually even stuff like picnic tables and all that stuff that just screams dog friendly. And this place absolutely screams dog friendly.
Dogs are always welcome here. We encourage you to bring your animals out. You know, I'm not saying bring your ferret, but definitely bring your dogs and enjoy yourself and have a beer.
You know, like it's, every conversation I've had, like through all these beer and dog stuff, it's becoming more and more clear that, you know, if you think about beer in general, it's a very communal beverage.
Absolutely.
It's designed to be shared. It's sold in 6-packs or 4-packs. It's sold in pitchers a lot of times.
That it is.
And dogs are pack animals. So like, and they're designed to be shared and to be around people. And so beer and dogs are just make so much sense together. And it's that's why I even started it. It's because like I saw this correlation and I thought that would be cool to kind of talk about that. So
I love that, CJ. Once again, when that nice weather is flowing, it's perfect, and it's easy for those individuals with their dogs to walk in and out of, you know, basically to the bar and back. We used to actually have the tap room upstairs in the production facility. People would walk into the production facility up front where we have another garage door upstairs. Of course, that one's not glassed out. But yeah, so basically we used to open that up to the public, and that used to be our tap room. Of course, you know, through 4 years of growth, the tap room slowly expanded into the downstairs, and then, you know, and 4 years deeper into growth, basically we opened up the VIP space. Now the VIP space, sometimes it's open to the public, sometimes it's not. Usually on the weekends we try to open it up, but yeah, of course it all depends.
Yeah, it almost has this very, like the first vibe that I got when I walked in, it almost kind of feels like a firehouse. Like, you know, like with the garage doors and like the kind of the barn kind of look for your VIP area. Like I love it. I think it's really, really cool. Well, man, thank you so much for having me out here.
Of course.
This was a ton of fun. Me and Lager, we're gonna hang out here for a little bit more and have a few more beers, and I don't know, maybe we'll throw some cornhole. Who knows?
Yeah, cheers, man. I'll tell you, you guys enjoy yourself. You and Lager are welcome here anytime, and we look forward to hosting you guys and having you back whenever. Hopefully to see you in the near future again. Cheers, brother.